Well, if you ever had aspirations of being a Hollywood actor, this game kind of gives you a chance to do that. With 4 individual stages, you get to take the place of the action hero. The first one being Temple of Chaos, which is a very Indiana Jones-esque kind of game. Now, the point of the game is to go over all the tiles and flip them over before the timer on top runs out, all the while avoiding all the enemies, and you can hit the enemies to get rid of them and find hidden treasures all throughout to increase your score. Now, there's a second button that lets you run around a little faster. Problem with that is if you run too fast, you run the risk of running into one of the bad guys by accident and dying. The first stages are pretty simple, and you'll see references to Hollywood like the Golden Oscars here and there. And when you get to the final 5 blocks, you'll see arrows directing you where they are, just in case you didn't clear all these blocks in order and you have some stragglers here and there. The second game is a medieval type game. Let's take a look at this one. Was that the sound effect from Star Trek The Next Generation? And why is it in this version instead of the space version, which is the last stage? I think all the sound effects were basically ripped off of who knows what. I don't think any of these sound effects are licensed properly. I could be wrong on that, but more of the same, finding the hidden treasures, getting rid of the bad guys. Most of the guys require 2 hits. You can actually use them to hit them and have them go sliding into other enemies. And let's take a look at the third board. Now actually these stages, once you clear it, it actually goes on to the next level of that stage. So there'll be multiple levels of whichever one you choose. I'm just, for the sake of argument, going through the first levels of each one so you can see the different boards. But they're pretty much the same. They look a little different. They play pretty much the same. You have different villains, different treasures. But if you clear the board, it'll go to the next stage of that particular board. Be it this one, or the Indiana Jones one, or the space one. The artificial intelligence is pretty poor, especially in the beginning. The board design gets a little harder later on, and that's a good thing. So the first levels are easy, more of a tutorial so you get accustomed to it. Let's take a look at the final one, Galaxy War, with your lightsaber in hand. So we're fighting robots. Makes sense. More of the same. Flip the tiles. Avoid running into the bad guys. Find hidden treasures here and there and everywhere. First board is always simple. All in all, it's not an incredibly terrible game or incredibly good game. It's okay. It's a good time waster. And that's it. There you have it. Action Hollywood.